A multi-million-dollar donation by one of downtown Grand Rapids' newest corporate residents is changing how doctors treat children at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital.
News 8's Emily Leonard has more on the gift and how it's being used.
Okay. What color is this?
Blue.
When Jordan and Keenan Smith became parents, they knew their firstborn, Merritt, was one of a kind.
It was about 12 months where we kind of started to notice some things were a little different.
It wasn't until their little girl had a seizure and stopped breathing that they started looking for answers.
And that's when our journey started of testing and hospital stays and blood work and everything that you could possibly think of.
Around the same time, the Brusk family was welcoming their second child, a feisty little girl named Amelia.
I did the obligatory dad check where you look to see if there's 10 fingers and 10 toes because that's what you're told to do. They took Amelia away from Trisha, put her on a bed and did an assessment, found that she had a high soft cleft palate. Confirmed that her fingers and toes were fused and her feet were fused.
Amelia was diagnosed with Apert syndrome. It's a genetic disorder, a condition that's put her through 10 surgeries so far. But it hasn't held her back. Joel Brusk and Jordan Smith both work for Acrisure. Newly settled in Studio Park in downtown Grand Rapids, the rapidly growing insurance brokerage firm wanted to show their commitment to the community.
And it wasn't just let's move downtown, let's impact downtown.
In 2020, right before the pandemic grabbed all the headlines, Acrisure made a $15 million donation to their neighbors on Michigan Street at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital.
Having an opportunity like this was incredibly exciting for us to not just like take a step forward or like a baby step forward, but really to take kind of a quantum leap.
Dr. Caleb Bupp says genetic and genomic testing they're able to do now at the Acrisure Center for Innovation in Children's Health has changed the healthcare game.
We now have the opportunity to do this so much faster than we ever did before, and that is, it's really a mindset shift from maybe we can figure this out to, well, we have some powerful tools that will give us these answers so fast.
Answers for families like Joel's and Jordan's. Amelia's Apert syndrome is a rare genetic syndrome. Merritt has a genetic deletion. Some of her genetic information is missing. That took months to uncover.
I mean, you lose sleep over that, and it's just the unknown of it. And if you could even just alleviate a couple days of that for somebody, for a set of parents, I think it's just incredible to even think about.
Finding an answer, a diagnosis, can bring parents peace of mind, and pinpointing genetic anomalies allows doctors to provide more precise care.
When you think about how we deliver health care, shouldn't we be giving our care faster and more precisely? And that's exactly what this has let us do.
What's a teasing? If there was any doubt that this philanthropic gift wasn't life-changing,
We didn't have to wait long to get confirmation that it was the right cause and the right decision. I mean, we had it literally within seconds of making the announcement.
In 2019, at the Acrisure holiday party, the company shared the news about the donation. Knowing how this gift would impact families like her own, Jordan became emotional.
I remember Jordan called me right afterwards, and I could tell she'd been crying. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And tells me the whole story, and I start tearing up.
Part of the reason I wanted to work for Acrisure so bad was the fact that they did donate $15 million to Helen DeVos Children's Hospital for the Children's Center for Innovation.
Dr. Bupp says the gift isn't a one and done. It's just the beginning of unlocking more medical information in the years to come.
Looking at what we're doing now in medicine, but also where we're going in the future, because that's where a philanthropic donation like this is really a catalyst for moving things forward.